Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to get into skill points as a popular requested video. And first I want to thank all the subscribers and everyone for requesting this. It's given me the inspiration to really search this one out as I do with my other videos. It's just taken me a little bit to get this one really put together to look nice and get you all the information that you'll really need. I highly suggest watching this one all the way through. I promise it will be worth it.
Woke up this morning, put on my slippers, walked in the kitchen and died. And oh, what a feeling when my soul went through the ceiling and on up into heaven I did ride. When I got there they did say, John, it happened this way. You slipped upon the floor and hit your head.
The best way to get skill points is actually to conserve the ones that you get. So you'll want to only buy the perks and the crafting items that you think you're really going to use. And you can see the two videos that I did previously. I'll link them below to really decide what you want to spend your skill points on. Something you'll want to remember to do is to check the social tab where you can pick up free points that are generated on the social tab, and that gives you a boost every now and then also. But it always helps to have a good name at the very beginning, like you see here, that will give you some skill points and maybe some other buffs to set you up for success. So first let's talk about the regular ways you can get skill points. One of the biggest and most common ones, which will give you a small revenue, is going to be crafting items. So each item has how much you'll gain from every time you craft it along the right side. A few of the good ones are going to be the meat bait, and some of the poisons, some of the potions are the best. But you'll make a lot of bows or a lot of arrows, and those give some pretty good skill points too. The next thing you can do to get skill points is to finish your objectives. Whether they're other smaller objectives, sub-objectives I'd say, or they're the main ones that give you a good chunk of skill point. Now let's talk about the biggest generating skill point option that we have in the game, and that is stunning enemies and intimidating them. You get 100 skill points every single time you intimidate. So if you intimidate even 25 of the NPCs, you get 2,500 skill points. It's an amazing option to get skill points. Now this is in stark contrast to just killing, where you get 40 experience for body shots and 65 experience for headshots, which is significantly less accrual of these skill points. Now taking out a patrol will garner 30 skill points, whereas taking out a camp will get you 60. And taking out a fort will give you 100 skill points when you're finished with it. Killing wolves will get us 40 skill points. Bears will get us 100 skill points. And this is whether or not you take out a bear with a bow or a knife, you still get 100 skill points. Unfortunately, killing rabbits, deer, boars, and buffalo gets no skill points. However, if we set up some traps, poison, and big traps, when they get killed, you get 90 experience for killing them with a death trap. However, you get no experience until you intimidate them using the poison or paralysis traps. You don't get any experience from freeing warriors, but you do get 25 experience every time you tame a horse, and that adds up pretty quick if you have your warriors make hay bait so you can catch a bunch of horses. Now that we've made it this far, let's talk about the easiest way to make a ton of skill points. Now, if you have collection of meat hanging around, get it all and start making those meat baits. Each meat bait requires 3 meat and gives 10 experience. So if you have 750 meat, you get 250 meat baits, which is 2,500 skill points all at once. But that's not the only part of this process. Once you have garnered a sufficient amount of meat baits, go to a big camp where you have a lot of warriors and a lot of weapons in the inventory. Then you're going to start placing these meat baits around or in a localized spot. And then you're going to wait for the animals, specifically bears, to come near you. Now you can do this with a smaller group just so that you can get the 100 skill point kills from the bears. So you've already multiplied your experience and skill points from making the meat baits, and now you're getting them from killing the bears, and then you get even more meat to continue this process and essentially harvest as many skill points as you possibly can. It can get a little bit grindy, but this is a fantastic way to get a lot of skill points all at once, and you can get up to 10 grand within 30-40 minutes if you have everything prepared and ready to go, and you get those kills on the bears and you make all those meat baits and place them. Hope this has helped you realize how to maximize and gain the most skill points as you possibly can. And as usual, thanks for stopping by.
Sit in my mouth way down south and kiss my ass goodbye. But please don't bury me down in that cocoa ground. No, I'm gonna have them cut me up and pass me all around. Throw my brain in a hurricane and the blind can have my eyes, and the death can take